Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, here to put our cards down for next week. Can't believe next week is end of August, beginning of September. So coming into spooky season and the autumn, and I just love that time of year. So I am really looking forward to it. Next week, I'm going to be changing around my little area where I read, where I do this video, get my spooky decks out so that they're nice and easy to access, have a little bit of a swap around, and I'll be able to do that next week. So let's just have a look and see what we've got coming up for the very last week in August this year and first week in September. Let's have a little look. So we've got one that's jumped out or fallen out. So how appropriate, the Fool. So the Fool is all about new beginnings, and the Fool's been a bit of a stalker card for me over the last few months in my personal readings. So it kind of talks about new beginnings, new adventures, changes, and kind of sometimes those changes with the Fool feel a little bit risky, but it's kind of like nothing ventured, nothing gained, that kind of energy. So it's sort of basically saying, please don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone from time to time. Now, that can be a bit scary, but, you know, with the Fool, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you'll see the Fool, and he will have with him his backpack. Actually, I can show you on here because that's the Fool card in this deck. So you'll see, you know, the Fool has his little knapsacks. He's got everything with him. He's got his little dog by his side, so his loyal companion. And what those symbols are talking about is you have everything you need to help you to negotiate this new beginning. So kind of don't be afraid. Your dog is there kind of saying, don't go too fast, or don't you know, jump off the edge of that cliff, because traditionally the Fool would be just on the edge of a cliff. So the dog is your loyal companion that is saying to you, you're not alone, but also there is this energy of you being protected from those things that might be scary. And then you've got your knapsack or your backpack with all the things you need, so your food and all of the rest of that kind of stuff to sustain you, so you have what you need to make the new beginning. It's a great card. Also with the knapsack idea, I always think that is like a bit of a wand, and it can also be, you know, it can be used to hold you up, it can be used to fight off your enemies, it's a weapon, as a support. So you have loads of tools to help you. So I've gone a little bit off on a tangent explaining about the Fool card, but I'm going to be putting up some videos. I'm not sure when I'm going to do them, but I'm going to do a series of just looking at the symbology of each of the cards. I'm not doing like a real deep dive. There are loads and loads of people that do really deep dives into each of the different tarot cards. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do like key points about it, so that if you're just learning and you're just starting to look at tarot, then it might be quite useful to just have the key ideas, so that you can then start to use your intuition about what the rest of the card is talking to you about. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not quite sure when I'm going to do that or how I'm going to do that just yet, but that's an idea that I'm working on. So that's where I'm at with that. So the Fool, beginning of the week, I've gone off on a completely different tangent to where I was going to go. So new beginnings, new ideas, new adventures. It can be a house move, a job move, a complete career change. It could be emigrating to a different country. It's usually quite a big change. It's a major arcana card, so it's important and it's big. In a weekly reading, though, if you don't have something major going on like that, it's asking you to be open to the new ideas, the new beginnings that come with the beginning of the week and the beginning of the month, and kind of coming into a new season as well. So very appropriate card. So I just showed you the front of the box of this deck. This is the deck I'm going to be using this week. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this next week, because through September, because I love all the spooky decks and things that I have, I'm going to start using my spooky decks. So that might mean that what I do is put down an extra card, because I'll always keep using my Faulkner deck. I don't want to just give this new lovely Heaven and Earth deck just a week. So I don't quite know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm thinking out loud. But I might do an extra card and then, I don't know. I'm not sure. Got to think about that. Let's have a little look. I might just do, you know, like a 3-card spread and an oracle card and see where we go. Just really like using the spooky decks for as much time as possible. So I'm going to start as soon as I can. Okay. Right, so the Heaven and Earth Tarot. I'm just going to bear with me for a second, because I've just realised it's the 3 of Pentacles, but I've just realised I'm sitting here doing this with the wrong glasses on. That's a bit better. So the 3 of Pentacles, it's a wonderful card. It talks about progress. It talks about success. It talks about practical skills. So you could be learning a practical skill, something that is going to help you. I always think with the 3 of Pentacles, and although the Pentacles are not just about money at all, but the 3 of Pentacles quite often comes up for me when we're talking about a skill, a practical skill that might help you with work or business. It could be a hobby that you turn into a business idea. It could be anything like that, really. So it's a great card. 3 of Pentacles in the Heaven and Earth deck. And by the way, I love this deck. And there is a walkthrough up on my YouTube channel. And I will link it on the end of this so you can see that if you want to. It talks about the material world. So, you know, what are you doing practically? What have you got going on practically in your world next week that you need to pay a bit more attention to, give a little bit more work to, but also be ready to be successful. The 3 of Pentacles is a really successful card. Look at him. He's up there doing his thing. I don't know, making his stone masonry, carving, whatever it is he's doing. So it's talking about that. It's talking about a practical skill. What are you doing in the real world that is going to help you move forward? So really great card. So we've got this new beginning, this new energy coming in. Really good start of the week, start of the month, start of the season, all of that kind of energy. And the 3 of Pentacles is saying, you can be really successful. You can learn a wonderful new skill and it can be really helpful for you. So I'm just going to pop down a, what are these called? Sacred Forest Oracle deck. I absolutely adore this deck. It's just beautiful. And I've done like private readings and stuff with it, and the people that I've read for with it absolutely love it as well. It's a fantastic deck. So, you know, I have readings listed to work with this deck. So if you want to get a reading with this deck, pop me a message, go to my website, check out my Facebook. The links are all in the description below, and it's quite easy to access a reading with this beautiful, beautiful deck. So let me have a little shuffle and pop a card down for us. Just have a little drink of my drink. All right. The Forest Temple. Okay, so the Forest Temple, I love this card, actually. This deck is stunning. It is really, really beautiful. So the Forest Temple talks about enlightenment. It talks about that kind of moment when you are aware of all of the amazing, beautiful things around you. You can see all the little, I don't know whether they're fairies or orbs or just spirit, you know, wonderful, wonderful energy of enlightenment and this kind of realization of beauty is what I want to say for that. So I'm just going to have a little look in the book, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. And see what Denise Lynn has to say about this beautiful card. So the Forest Temple is about enlightenment. It's asking you to meditate. It's asking you to think about the light within you. It's interesting because the thing that I'm really drawn to in this card is the light here shining through these, what would be stained glass windows, but it's kind of like a very muted coloured deck, so it doesn't have all the stained glass, but that you can imagine the light coming through here would be shining on his project or her project. So it might be talking about you shining a light on your projects, on your mission, on whatever it is that you're working on, whether that's something within you that you're trying to work on or whether that's a project, something practical. So there's a lot of work going on here. We've got practical work we're shining a light on, and also this is spiritual work. So the spirit of the Forest Temple says, positive changes are coming. You are lightening up, feeling buoyant and free. Your connection to spirit is deepening. Old beliefs about who you are and what you deserve in life are falling away, being replaced by incredible new paths. This is new, this is new, this is new. We've got a lot of energy suggesting that we've got new energy coming in. Could be a new relationship, could be a new job, could be a house move, could be anything new. It could even just be you having a new outlook, changing your view on things. It could be you seeing your inner light in a better way. There is a lot of energy in here about new beginnings and this energy coming from within. Beautiful, 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 beautiful cards. Love them. So next week looks great in terms of anything that you want to start, anything you want to shine a light on, anything that you want to really focus on that you can take forward. It's really beautiful energy for next week. So let me just put down a Brian to finish us off. Let's see what he's got to add. He's always got something to add. Okay, so hold on tight and ride the hard times through. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but keep going. So Brian's asking us to just keep moving forward. These other cards are suggesting actually that we have really exciting energy coming in. So Brian's just there to remind you that if you do have bumps in the road, you don't see them as great big brick walls. From these other cards, I really don't think they are brick walls. We might have a little bit of worry, a little bit of fear because we're starting something new. We are supported. We don't need to worry. Sometimes that's easier to say than it is to do. But we're practically moving forward and spiritually moving forward. So, you know, as Brian says, sometimes it can be a little bit bumpy. You know, it's a bit like a roller coaster, isn't it? Strap yourself in, off you go. So yeah, absolutely. I love these cards. Looks like it's going to be a really positive week. and it looks like we've got a lot of really exciting energy coming in. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share and all of those good things. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I've got some interesting new decks that I've got to unpack, and I've got some plans to do a little bit of a tarot course, but I'm not quite sure what format that's going to take, but it will go up on here first. So please subscribe if that's the sort of thing you're interested in. I will speak to you all very soon, hopefully during the week, to do a little bit of unboxing. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.